LMG mounted and loaded!
Hello and welcome to this installment of ChankaNewsNetwork. Today I'll be breaking down and explaining the Pro League. This video won't be covering the upcoming APAC region, as that will be covered in its own separate video. The Rainbow Six Pro League format is a double elimination style tournament. This means once a team has lost one game, they will drop down to a losers bracket, and if they lose once again whilst in that losers bracket, they will be eliminated. In this first example, we can see 4 teams. Team Chanka, Team IQ, Team UB and Team Vivendi. In our first match, we have Team Chanka vs Team IQ. Team Chanka win, so they will move forward to the next bracket, and IQ will move down to the losers bracket. In the next match, Team UB also lose, so they get moved down to the losers bracket. Now we know who will be fighting in our next matches. Team Chanka beat Team Vivendi, making Vivendi now drop down to the losers bracket. Whoever loses this next game between Team IQ and Team UB will be eliminated. The teams fight and Team UB takes the win, meaning Team IQ is eliminated and won't be playing any more this season. Now we see Team Vivendi and Team Ubisoft at it once again. Team Ubisoft take the win this time, and Team Vivendi are now out for the rest of the season. However, they do not lose their place in Pro League. We now have our top 2 teams, Team Chanka and Team UB. Because of the amounts of teams in the Pro League, they are split up into 2 groups in each region, usually named just Group A and Group B. The 2 teams from each group play against each other every week. So taking this into account, whilst our example was happening, there was another group going through the same brackets. Therefore, overall we have 2 lost teams that have gone to elimination, and we have 4 top teams. Now we get into the playoffs. The top team from each group will face the second team of the other group. So in this example, Team Chanka will play against Smack Djibouti, and Glaz Banana will play against Team Ubisoft. Team Chanka and Glaz Banana will take the win, and they will both be confirmed going to the LAN finals. Now Smack Djibouti and Team UB must play, and whoever wins this match will get the 3rd place in the LAN finals. Whoever loses will be staying at home. Team Ubisoft take the win, meaning that Glaz Banana, Team Chanka and Team UB will all be going to LAN. Team Chanka and Glaz Banana will play another match to decide seedings, but win or lose they'll still be going to the LAN finals. So we now know what's happened to the top 4 teams, but what happened to the 2 at the bottom that I marked as eliminated? Well, it's going to get a little bit complicated, so bear with me. As well as the Pro League, there is another league run by ESL and Ubisoft called the Challenger League. For those of you who enjoy football, and no, not the American one, the actual football game, it is similar to the Premier League and the Championship League in the UK. In Siege, teams start off by playing in the qualifiers for the Challenger League, which any team can sign up for as long as you're in the correct region. Once they've made it into the Challenger League, they then have to fight through it and get to the top. The top 2 teams from the Challenger League will face the 2 bottom teams from the Pro League to try and secure 2 empty spaces in Pro League that are up for grabs. If the Challenger team wins, they'll be promoted to Pro League. If they lose, they will stay in Challenger, and vice versa for the Pro League teams. If the Pro League team loses, they will be demoted to Challenger, and if they win, they will stay in Pro League. My example also only focused on one region. Currently there is 3 regions in the Pro League and Challenger League. There is Europe, North America and LATAM, which is Latin America. With the LATAM League, only the top 2 teams will go through, so 8 teams from across the world make it to the LAN finals. This all of course will expand in Season 3 with APAC, which is short for Asia Pacific, but as I said earlier, I will cover that in its own future video. Also, as well as the Challenger League, there is also the Major League, which has the same format. These are for the PS4 and Xbox, and for those of you who may be new to the scene, Xbox used to be featured in the Pro League, but Microsoft cut their support for the league, and therefore dropped at the beginning of Year 2. The Major Leagues, however, have no finals, and for the moment they aren't streamed on any of the official channels. Finally, for the official leagues, there is also the Gophers. These are again run by ESL and Ubisoft, and these are every Sunday in every region on PC, and the majorities of regions for PS4 and Xbox. The top 4 teams get in-game credits, the top team gets an in-game winner charm as well as credits, and 4 random teams get a participation charm and in-game credits. The Gophers happen every week on a Sunday. Moving on to some common questions about Pro League. How can I tell which team is which? At the top of the screen during the matches, there will be a name above the operators. There will also be a flag of the country for which the team is from. This way you can tell what team you are watching. Also on the left there is a box of details about the operator you are viewing. This tells you how much ammo and equipment they have. This also tells you the name, and most pro players have their team name within their username. If we look at this example, we can see on the left is Black Dragons and on the right is Ints. Now we can see that the operator Habana is picked, and we can see at the top right there is Ints with the flag. Below that there is the operator symbol with the name underneath saying ninja.ints, and also, as I mentioned, to the left there's the Habana information screen where it says how much ammo she's got, how much equipment she's got. If you look at the top above the Habana icon, you can see ninja.ints once again, showing that this is Team Ints that we are currently spectating. How many rounds are there? The game breaks down into 3 maps. In each map, the first team to get to 5 wins. This is unless both teams get to round 4, and then the game will go into overtime. It is then whoever gets to round 6 first will win the map. If each team has both won a map each, the game will then proceed to the 3rd map. This means that there will be at the very most 33 rounds in a match, with the minimum being 10. How is a pro match different from ranked? As I mentioned before, in Pro League you must win 5 rounds to win the game compared to ranked where it is 4. Pro League matches also have no kill cams and no HUD pop-ups to say you killed a camera or injured someone. Pro League is also always bombs. In ranked, once you have won an objective, it cannot be played again until overtime. In Pro League, an objective can't be played once it's won, but only in the next defensive round. However, the round after that, it's available again. Where are some of the maps? The Pro League has a map pool, meaning not all maps are included. The map pool is decided between Ubisoft, ESL, the pro players, the challenger players, and the major league players. At finals, why do they have earphones and headsets? Currently, ESL do not use soundproof booths for Siege. The earphones are what all the sound go through. The headsets are purely there to block out the sound of the audience and the casters. If any viewers follow the CSGO scene, you may know of the controversy surrounding this, with some pro players saying that the headsets don't work at blocking sound. In my interview with the player Lunarmetal, who played in the Invitationals representing Asia on PC, I asked him how effective the ones that we use at Invitational are. He told me that they were really good, and he was surprised that you couldn't hear a thing. Who are the current winners of the Pro League? Season 1 Penta Esports, Season 2 Youngdis, Season 3 Continuum, Invitationals Continuum, Year 2 Season 1 Penta Esports. Moving on, I want to go over some of the terms and phrases you may hear the casters use, but you may not understand. The first one is claps, and this means all operators returning to the objective. The second one is pinch, and this is multiple members of the same team flank the same enemy from different angles. Retake, attackers have planted the bomb and now it must be attacked by the defender to defuse it. Meta, the most common used tactics. Each map, objective, and operator have their own separate metas. Roma, someone who is away from the objective looking to pick off or flank the enemy. Pocket strat, a hidden strategy that the team hasn't done before. It's usually something brand new or at the very least an unexpected tactic. Finally, I want to end with some big figureheads in the scene, and if you're interested in the Pro League, there's definitely people you should be keeping an eye on. Links to all their Twitter accounts will be in the description. Firstly, it's ESL Rainbow Six. This is the official account for all the leagues, and you can find the majority of announcements for the leagues there. The next one is Kixstar, who is a caster for the Pro League and a YouTuber. Thirdly, we have Bloodbath, who is the other caster for the Pro League and a Twitch streamer. We then have Emzo, who used to cast for the Pro League. He now casts Challenger League and some of the Major League matches, as well as smaller third-party leagues and tournaments. Emzo also runs a Siege news site called Breaching Siege, which has a lot of good content. Next is UB Alessandre. He is the head of esports for Europe at Ubisoft. We also have Milosh, who is a caster for some of the smaller tournaments and leagues. Next we have Matt Andrews, who is the host for the Pro League Finals. You can find some pretty cool behind the scenes video of it on his Twitter and YouTube. Sometimes he also streams Rainbow Six Siege on Twitch. Another important person to follow is Ranger, who compiles the stats for a majority of the Pro League matches. He records all the kills, assists, etc. and compiles them in a nice, easy to read format. He also has a YouTube channel where he discusses the upcoming games or breaks down some of the previous games, and he's also written a few articles about the pro scene. Finally, we have ChankaNewsNetwork. You can stay up to date with the weekly update videos, and I will retweet all news I see, as well as do a sum up of the news if it's needed. You should also subscribe to the ChankaNewsNetwork YouTube account, so you don't miss any informative videos like this one. Thank you for watching, and remember,
Chanka will always stand by you.